Having a stack of optically identical prime lenses used to be something that was restricted only to the finest cinema lenses. But what if I told you that there was another option? And not only were they optically identical, they shared the same size, weight, and center of gravity. Well, they're here and they're real. I'm Andrew from Wilkinson Cameras, and these are the brand new Panasonic LUMIX S f1.8 lenses. Let's take a look at some of the common features between these lenses. We have the 24mm, the 50mm, and up on the camera itself, the 85mm. Available in f1.8, they come with 9 rounded aperture blades, which provide a really nice smooth bokeh. Though I know these lenses don't have macro in the name, they do provide around 0.14 times magnification, which means they are ideally suited to a lot of close-up work, especially the 24mm, which provides a lot of context to your image. Between these lenses, we see fantastic build quality. They are weather sealed, dust, splash resistant, and freeze resistant, all the way down to -10 degrees Celsius. Along with the bodies that we get these lenses in, which are L-mount, you do see some serious weather sealing there. So I would definitely trust these lenses in any conditions that the weather would throw at me. Weighing in at around 310 grams, these lenses all share the same weight. And when attached to something like the Panasonic LUMIX S5, you'll find that these lenses are extremely well balanced on the camera. Now, talking about balance, if you attach these lenses to the body and then onto a gimbal rig, which of course most videographers do, you'll find that these lenses have the same center of gravity, which means you won't need to rebalance between focal lengths. This is perfect because, as we've talked about in the how to set your gimbal video, even if you're using a zoom lens, when you move the lens between magnifications, you will find that it puts extra strain on the motors, and extra strain on the motors means decreased battery life. The usefulness of these lenses doesn't just help videographers as well. We see an identical filter thread size across all of these lenses, which for landscape photographers who use filters, either screw-in or a drop-in system with filter thread adapters like the Lee 100 system, you don't have to spend any extra money even when you're using different focal lengths. So that means you have more money to spend on our website. I know a lot of you will probably already know this, but let's have a quick talk about why these focal lengths are so useful in a trio. For 24mm, we have wide angle without any distortion that we'd get from an ultra wide. So that means they're perfect for landscapes, astrophotography, especially at f1.8, group shots and event work like weddings if you want to get everyone in the picture. 50mm is our standard zoom, and this means it closely represents what we see with our eye, especially when it comes to compression on faces. 50mm is perfect for pretty much everything. You'll struggle to find a use that you won't get out of a 50mm, ideal for street photography, portraits, landscapes, pretty much everything. And the 85mm, my favorite focal length. This lens provides stunning compression, which means you get really nice flattering face depth, something that the 35mm attached to this camera doesn't give me. And you'll find that this is perfect for portraits, a lot of studio work, and definitely good for videography where you want to get a little bit close to the action. You can even use an 85 in sports photography if you're trying to get close to maybe a huddle or there's some action that are on your sidelines, something that your ultra telephoto isn't going to capture. An 85 is perfect. So finally, what do I think about these lenses? Well, I'm really impressed. One thing that we've been asking for a while are affordable prime lenses for the L-mount cameras, and it looks like we've got them. And we haven't just got one or two, we've got a full gamut of prime lenses to choose from. These are perfect if you are a videographer who wants to change focal lengths without any extra effort with your gimbal. They're perfect for all styles of photography, especially with that aperture f1.8 and the really nice crisp images we get from them. They're weather sealed, they're compact, and they're lightweight. So what more would you need? If you'd like to know more about these Panasonic lenses or anything else in our Panasonic LUMIX range, visit us in store, visit us online, or give us a call and we're more than happy to help.